And I'm also doing DoorDash besides my full-time job. So my plan is I want to put as much money away as possible. Number one. Number two, I want all my debt paid off. And I am looking to retire in 5 to 7 years. Probably wait till I'm 67. Not quite 60, so. But I want to, I'm helping my son with a wedding gift, for his wedding. So I've been working like 28 hours at Kohl's besides my full-time job, and then 1 or 2 nights door dashing. And let me tell you, I didn't realize how much money you can make door dashing. Now, in my area, there is McDonald's, Burger King, Dunkin', Starbucks, Panera, Chick-fil-A, IHOP. I mean, so many fast food places. And one night, 4 hours, I made just about $90. And then another night, I did it for about 2.5 hours. I made $60. So I tried to do it last night, but the zone was full. I didn't know that was a thing because I haven't been doing it that often. I tried it the first night, made about $30 in an hour, and thought, okay, but they offer extra money to people when it's raining, and so it's supposed to rain tomorrow night, so I'm hoping I get in there. I did get a notification to DoorDash after I was home, in my pajamas, in bed, under the covers. Plus, I was on the phone with my daughter. Lots of drama going on. Not with me, not with my daughter, with my niece. So, but in this time frame that I wasn't being heard from, like I said, working Kohl's, then I picked up DoorDash at my full-time job. Let me tell you, things that annoy me about people waiting in line. The one I work at is like they have self-checkout, and not only that, non-stop the line with 6 registers besides the 6 self-checkout. It just amazes me. I'll look and I'll say, oh, great, one more person. I love working the register, first of all. But one more person. Next thing you know, I look up, 5 more people in line. I mean, it just continued. But this is what amazes me. People, when the line is so freaking long, and people have been in line for 20 minutes, and they have 3-4 items on hangers. Would you like the hangers? Oh no, please take them off. Okay, you could have did that. I did have a customer hand me, no lie, she had a lot of stuff, and she handed me the hangers, and I said, oh, thank you. She goes, well, I figured, why not? We're in line. Then other people get to the register and they're like, oh, I don't have my card on me. Can you look it up? You were just in line for 20 minutes. You could have looked for your card. And then said, here, you have to look my card up. No, you're standing there wasting time when there is a line of people. I mean, I don't get it. And then the people, how much is this? How much is this? How much is, take this off. Okay. Okay, put that back on. Okay. And they want to spend, if they have, say, $30 in Kohl's cash, they don't want to spend except $30.01 of that Kohl. So they're, take this off, put that on, take this. Oh, I did the math wrong. And then Kohl's cash comes off first before your coupon. So this guy, I saw this lady, and I saw her come in, and she's looking around, and she's standing by the registers, and she's like, oh, I need an adjustment. I was like, you have to wait in line. So I noticed her because I was towards the end of the registers by the door. I get her. Now, she just waited 20 minutes in the line. She comes up to me, and she had written there $18.73. So she said, you need to credit me $18.73. And I said, you used Kohl's cash. You didn't pay anything. Oh, but I didn't get the discount before the Kohl's cash. I said, you don't get the discount before the Kohl's cash. It's after the Kohl's cash. Why is that? Then I lost my coupon. No, your coupon wasn't used. And it was a 40% off one-time use. So I said, you can go use it now. Well, there's nothing I want. Then now Kohl's is getting smart. There's people that buy, return, buy, return, buy, return, buy, return. They're flagging them. I had a woman, $165 worth of stuff she returned. And they believe some people are trying to resell online. They're buying with Kohl's cash, or they're buying with a 40% when they have their 40% off, trying to sell the stuff. When the stuff doesn't sell, they figure, might as well get my money back. They're flagging those people. So she was flagged, and she's like, oh, I'm going back to my country. She goes, I will do it this one time, but I can't do it again in the future. Kohl's used to take anything back, no time limit. Well, they have now put a 90-day limit on it. So if you use your Kohl's charge, $120. If you don't, 90 days. So I guess they were losing a lot of money. Times are tough. So that is but come January, even though I've been getting like 28 hours a week, come January, I'm lucky I get 7 hours a week. Because it'll be dead. Which is fine with me. Fine. And then, but the perk is coming up on the 11th through the 14th, 35% off. Woo woo for me. So, I am very happy about that. So, very happy. So, then on the man front, really don't have much time. I did have a guy text me, hello. And I said, who is this? And he said, who is this? I said, you text me. Then he sends me his name, and I said, refresh my memory, and he sends me a picture. Well, he went by G-E, not his real name, which I prefer, G. And so we were talking, and then he and I said to him, listen, I'm working 2 jobs plus some door dashing. I don't have a lot of time. He's like, oh, remember yeah, okay, whatever. So he, then he got to be a pain in the ass, to be honest. He was getting upset. I said, oh, I'm off Saturday night. I have to do laundry. I'm like, he goes, I do laundry every Saturday because I go to my son's, and his dryer stinks, so it takes a long time. And I'm like, oh, so I will never see you on a Saturday. And I was working Saturdays until about 5-6 o'clock. So I said, what about Sunday? Oh, because I was getting off at 6 o'clock. Oh, work the next day, I get up early. Oh, okay, you have excuses. Then we were supposed to meet up, and he's like, oh, it's supposed to rain tonight. I really don't like going out in the rain. You know what? Done. Should've, we didn't end things bad. It was, he was not over the fact that his now ex-wife, and I think she was his ex-wife then, left him for a younger guy and took off and moved to, I don't know, South Carolina, Florida, one of those. Okay. He admitted that when he texted me. He's like, I was not in a good headspace. You know, I really worked on myself, because it was over 2 years ago since we spoke. So, okay. So, okay, maybe he did. So, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a nice looking guy. He's a nice guy. When we talk, our conversations just flow, and we're on the phone for like a couple hours, and we don't even realize, and there's not a lull in the conversation. But I don't think he still is over it, because he's like, oh, what are you doing? Where are you know? And he likes to FaceTime. He doesn't have an iPhone, so got to go through WhatsApp to FaceTime. So I don't know that it's called FaceTime. I don't know, video chat, whatever the hell you call it. And I think it's to know that I am where I say I am. So he still has trust issues. So I finally sent him a text, and I said, listen, he got mad because I was door dashing the night we were supposed to meet. And what is this idiot doing? Oh my God, I can't stand these people. I really freaking can't. Traffic. I've been in my car since like 9:30, and it is now 1:30 almost. For work, I had to go from an architect, have him sign it, take it to the town, then go from that town to another town, which they're building a new municipal building, so I had to go to the new municipal building. Listen, dude, you're gonna go behind me. The new municipal building, because the architect was there, not at the old one. Then go back to the old one, give it into the person that needs to have it, and now I'm on my way back. I did stop and get myself Coke Zero. So, my hair is up today, people. I was going to make a video yesterday and the hair was down, but today, up. So, I sent him a text, and I said, listen, I really think you're looking for someone on a more regular basis. I'm working 2, sometimes 3 jobs, and I really don't have the time or the energy for the kind of relationship that you want. So I wish you well. Boom, done. So I know someone had said I give people too many chances. This guy, like I said, when we didn't end things badly, we ended them nicely. He just wasn't really ready to date. Thought he was, but he wasn't. Said his ex-wife cheated on him with a younger guy, and then took off with him to South Carolina, Florida. I don't know, one of those. So, you know, but I don't think he's still 100% over it. I don't know if he'll ever fully trust someone. And so I do wish him well. He has a great job, and he is a nice guy, but he just has trust issues. And I think him canceling the rain with, oh, I have to do my laundry. He's afraid. And he probably is like some men out there that just want to have someone to talk to. And sorry, I'm too busy for that. I've been getting more involved in my singles group. I went to 3 events. I know. 2, sometimes 3 jobs, and finding the time for that. And Sunday I'm working. This Saturday I'm off because I was supposed to go to my friend's holiday party, but her boyfriend, longtime boyfriend, had emergency surgery. So they're putting it off to January. So I am actually going to breakfast with Santa with my grandchildren, and then I'm going with my granddaughter, just her and I. We're going to something that my future daughter-in-law signed her up for. It's a class thing to make American Girl doll clothes. So that'll be fun. And then I don't know what I'm going to do Saturday night. Maybe I will meet up with my friend who goes out. So I'm hoping she's going out. If not, maybe her and I can meet up for dinner. Oh, I did meet up with her for dinner. The bracelets, we're selling it first. Not really. So I have been here and there making the bracelets. And sorry about the sun here. It's glaring, which is nice. But I figure I'm gonna make hockey themed ones. I'm gonna make football themed colored ones. I have the football charms and the other football things, and I am gonna make necklaces, because maybe a woman wants to wear a necklace with her team colors with the football. And I am going to make, here and there, make them here and there. I don't know if in the spring or in the fall, but sometime I am going to sign up for a craft show and just sell as much as I can and make as much as I can. That's all. And I'm going to hit traffic again. Story of my life today. So this Sunday is actually my mechanic joined my singles group, and I've known him for a long time. I went to school with his brother, and then his niece, his brother's stepdaughter, my daughter hung out with her all through high school, after high school. Now she said they've kind of, not really been in touch. But he's a nice guy. So he's throwing himself. His birthday is Christmas Eve, but this Sunday, he's throwing himself a 55th birthday party. Now, this has really inspired me, because I know someone else that threw themselves a 60th birthday party. Now, I don't know if I want to do that. I might ask my son if I can have a barbecue and throw myself a party. I don't know. We'll see. And we're not going to my sister-in-law's on Christmas Eve, because my niece, her boyfriend, beats the crap out of her. She denies it, of course, but he was arrested for it because someone called the cops when they were at some hotel, wherever he was living. Now he's back living at my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's, and my son is going through, which it's still been dragged out, through the courts, because they keep postponing. So, I pray that my granddaughter's stepfather is on his best behavior, but the courts say they're for the kids. I know they're crowded. I know the courts are crowded, but yeah. So we don't want to get involved in that drama, because CPS is involved with my nieces. Because, guess what? We were in Florida, and we went the first week of November. We had a great time until we didn't, because Thursday night, we're leaving Magic Kingdom. I had to go to the ladies' room. I did not realize there was a ladies' room by the buses. So I went and I said to the kids, I will meet you by the buses. So I go and I see there's like enough space. I say 2 people, but erring on the side of caution, 1.5 people to go by this lady with a scooter. So I go around her, and in the corner of my eye, wham, she's coming at me, and what does she do? She runs over my right foot. So I'm like, I turn around and I go, are you freaking kidding me? And she's like, well, you were trying to go around me. I'm like, everybody's trying to go around everybody, lady. It's the end of the night. And her husband starts screaming and yelling, you have no respect for people in wheelchairs. You deserve that. How dare you try to go? I mean, he's just screaming, yelling, and he's coming towards me. I just took off and limped off, should say, went towards the buses. I tell them, or it's like, oh, you know. So when I get back to the hotel, I tell the front desk, and they're like, oh, did you report it to someone in Magic Kingdom? I'm like, hell no, I was not going back in there. I wasn't trying to yell. First of all, we had exited. It was we were outside of it. And they're like, all right, we'll make a note, blah, 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 all this stuff, you know. Well, Friday, I could not go into Animal Kingdom. Not very disappointed. Because Monday, Tuesday, we went nonstop. From rope drop, which I didn't know what rope drop was. So those of you that don't know what rope drop is, it's you get there super early so that you're in the front. So when the rope drops for them to let people in, you can go. Let me tell you, we were very close every day. Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, we had a character. It was our relaxation day. Tuesday, a friend of mine that moved to Florida, she came to Epcot. She said Wednesday, she couldn't hardly move because we were on our feet going and going and going and going. And I said to my kids, future, one day in a park, one day rest. One day in a park, one day rest. One day in a park. I cannot do like that. I can't. It just killed me. My feet were screaming at me by the end of the day. And my legs. And we did 25,000 steps a day. So it was really hot. So I turn around and so then Friday night, Friday they came back from Animal Kingdom early, and then my granddaughter gets out of the pool. She's like, oh, Mrs. She had complaint in her stomach, and then she comes out of the pool. Next thing you know, she's throwing up everywhere. So she's thrown up for 24 hours. I had ordered from Amazon these water bottles that were Disney water bottles, reusable. They were aluminum. I did not realize they had actual water in them, which was fine. So I had put out each night. So in the morning, they'd wake up from the characters, different characters. They'd have a note and special souvenirs for them. Okay. So we did that. So they turn around, and then my son said, Ma, when did you buy that water bottle? And I go, Thursday. They came Friday because I had them sent to his house. I was afraid if they were delayed till Saturday, you know. So he goes, look. And I look inside, and there's mold. Gross. So we're thinking my granddaughter drank this water, kept refilling the bottle, so she's puking her guts up, and then the other end, because of this moldy water bottle. My grandson the next day wakes up in the morning, starts throwing up, just nonstop, and the other end. And then as soon as he's done, he's done. So okay, that could be a coincidence. Well, we left Saturday, and Sunday we got home around 6. Around 3, I started not feeling so great. And I'm like, oh, I think all the Advil is getting to my stomach from my foot. My son started not feeling great. Well, I got home. I literally was doing Lamaze. That I would not poop my pants. I got in just in the nick of time and had to grab my garbage can in my hall in the main bathroom, and I'm puking in there in the other end, and then I text, and my son then my daughter ended up in the hospital with it. It was a whole nightmare, but whatever, we got through it. So it was the end of our trip. Okay, well, then my sister-in-law, though, on that Wednesday, when they're like, oh, they're calling us for the brunch, because we went in an area outside to get some fresh air. Well, they turn around, and my sister-in-law said, can you call me when you get a chance? I know you're on vacation, but I don't want you here through the grapevine. And my niece has been having, not the niece I'm going to tell you about, my other niece has been having some health issues, and she was in the hospital, and they said maybe MS and all this stuff. So, okay. So I'm like, oh my God. My son's like, call right now. I call. My sister-in-law starts telling me, and then she starts crying, and then she tells me my goddaughter gave birth yet again, surprise baby number 2. They were on their way to the hospital. She was bleeding, and they said, we have to take you to the hospital. And they're in my brother-in-law's truck. They're a couple blocks from the hospital. And next thing you know, she's like, oh my God, she's coming. And she gives birth. The baby literally falls out of her onto the floor. And they get to the hospital. They start working on her. Luckily, thank God, the baby is okay. My niece, on the other hand, now is, like I said, the boyfriend, someone called the cops when they were at a hotel, and her daughter was there. Not the baby, but her 2-year-old. So CPS is involved now. Her sisters and brother are pissed off. The family doesn't want anything to do with him and or her. And I tried talking to her via text, and she denies everything. I said, you know what, when you come to your senses, then I'll talk to you when you're done with him. I cannot talk to you anymore. And that broke my heart, and I can't believe I'm not crying. This is the first time talking about it without crying. But yeah, so I really, so that's been my life. This has been my life. So that's a lot. And I'm almost back to work, so I'm going to have to end this. But I am so, I really have to make it a point to make regular videos. And I'm sure I can share some stories of customers, crazy customers, because I've had a lot of those. Oh, and my bosses are here. Great. All right, so I will talk to you all later. Hope you don't mind the update. Hope you find it interesting. And you know what, though? I really wish I had someone, because, been feeling a little like, I need a little something. Yes. All right, talk to you later.